Hi everyone, welcome to the 86th episode of South Shore Vibe. I'm your host Brian Petter. It is great to be with you. We'll have three guests tonight on the Vibe. We'll be speaking with Tiio Hemlock. He is a teacher with the First Nations Adult Education Center in Kaneratiio. We'll have a conversation with Christopher Craig. He is the chairman of the Council of Commissioners with Riverside School Board, and he'll be speaking about his role, but also some interesting trade vocational programs with Access Adult Education. And we'll end our show with two actors from Théâtre Saint Bruno Players. They'll be talking to us about The Full Monty, their new theatrical production. So, wherever you are on the South Shore of Montreal, in the Richelieu Valley, or beyond, know that you're important. Come on in, let's catch the vibe. Our first guest tonight on South Shore Vibe is Tiio Hemlock. He is a teacher with the First Nations Adult Education Center in Kaneratiio. Tiio, welcome to the studio.
Yao for having me.
And I should say Gwe, hello, in Mohawk, Gwe. And Nyawa for being here, thank you.
Yeah, Yao for giving me this opportunity to talk to my neighbors.
We appreciate it.
Looking forward to this talk.
Now, I've known you, I think it's for over 3 years now. I had the pleasure of working at Riverside School Board as a project development officer and get to coordinate different schools, community learning centers. And one of them is John Adam Memorial School, one of Riverside School Board's elementary schools in Delson, Quebec, not far from Candiac and not far from Kaneratiio. And for 3 springs in a row, we have the students, some of them in grade 5 and 6, they come to your gardening, the Adult Education Center in Kaneratiio. And, what are some of the things, when they go there to work the garden, and each year to learn about agriculture, you teach them that, but it's also from an Indigenous, a Mohawk educational perspective. What are your thoughts on this collaboration that we are very grateful to do with you and your nation?
First off, I want to say Yao for reaching out and I guess giving this opportunity to your students. I think we need more interactions like this, especially when they're young, and hopefully that when they get older, when they think about Kaneratiio, they'll have positive memories and things to say about the community too when they get older. For the garden, it was actually started by the students, my students at Adult Ed. We have been doing different projects around the community, helping out different community members. But I put it to my students what he's want to do next. And they asked, I said, can we do a garden at the school? And they wanted to just use traditional heirloom seeds. So I said, yeah, we can do that. The nature of Adult Ed is that you have a lot of students coming and going. So there's some times where we might not have enough students to put the garden through. And it just so happens that that time 3 years ago, we didn't have that many students to work, and then you reached out and then you offered for your students to come and help. So it worked out where the students that I had, we showed Riverside students how to plant and everything. So yeah, it helped your students, but it also helped my students too.
And I remember like they were going there and learning about the 3 sisters, the different planting corn, beans, and squash, tilling the soil. I think they planted peppers, tomatoes. There are some different things. What is the distance between a plant and different things. And but also the beauty was, we're looking at some pictures now. Some of the students getting on that gas-powered tiller and using some of the tools. But they're with you and working the land and real hands-on, practical. I think it's something that they'll remember for a lifetime.
Yeah. When they come in, I just give them a quick introduction, tell them what we're going to be doing, and then right away it's getting their hands dirty. And it's showing them the work that needs to get done, and it's putting it to them. What do you feel comfortable doing? Some of them, they didn't feel comfortable trying that tiller. None of them ever, I think a lot of them never even planted a garden before, so this was their first experience. So it was good to see them just dive into it, get into it, and then once they seen that some students were more comfortable, it made the other students more comfortable, getting their hands dirty, trying the machines and whatever. And hopefully, by the end of it, they would learn how to do their own garden. So I told them, I said that it doesn't take much to get it going, and they could ask their parents if they could do something similar at home if they had the space for it.
Now, I'd like to ask you the question about, how is agriculture important to the history and culture of your people? But if I look at your shirt, Haudenosaunee, do I pronounce that right?
It's pronounced Haudenosaunee.
Haudenosaunee. And what does that mean for our viewers?
It's an Onondaga pronunciation. The way Mohawks say it's Haudenosaunee.
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 Yeah, and what it translates to is people of the Longhouse.
People of the Longhouse. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how was for your people agriculture important in their history and culture? A few things that come to mind, if you could educate us, please.
When it comes to agriculture, I said I'm a history teacher as well, and I read somewhere where it said that agriculture is at the center of civilization, right? And you look at some of the agricultural food products that came out of the Americas, imagine a world without corn, most of the varieties of beans, squash, potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, chocolate. A lot of these things that I mentioned, it doesn't grow in the wild. It was domesticated over generations and generations. So these food products were not just important to my people, to Native people. It's something that's important to the world.
The human race.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. On September 27, 2024, yourself, there was Elder Joseph Diom, and there was Karina Deer, director of the First Nations Regional Adult Education Center. You visited Riverside School Board, and it had to do with the honoring the land acknowledgement and reflecting on truth and reconciliation. Prior to the ceremony, the elder Joseph Diom opened the event with a greeting in the Mohawk language, followed by a powerful presentation on truth and reconciliation by you, Tiio, where you emphasized the importance of acknowledging painful histories to move forward together. What was your thoughts of being invited to an event like that, and do you think events like this are important, and if so, why?
Well, first off, I was honored to be invited to speak to the school board. One of the work that I'm doing with talks like this and doing consulting work with Dawson College and different colleges is it's trying to point out that when we're talking about truth and reconciliation, people are looking at, we acknowledge the harm that was done in residential schools, but how do we reconcile, come together, and move forward? What I tend to say is that you're going a little bit too fast. We're not really there yet. Where we're at is at the truth part. Because residential schools was just the tip of the iceberg. There's more truths that we need to address to understand how we got to where we are today. And the only way forward is to honestly examine, address these truths that we're talking about of the past, to meaningfully move forward together. In the work that I do, talking to different students all over, teachers, administrators, what I'm coming to learn is that people have a very limited knowledge on anything to do with Native people. And the information that they do get about Indigenous people is from TV, movies, things they'll read on in paper, whatever. So that's why I think it's important that we keep an open dialogue together. And then we talk openly about, I guess, these truths, more of these truths that we're talking about with truth and reconciliation. And so far, in the work that I'm doing, it's been positive. I know some of the issues can be very, I guess, weighty, heavy, but it's in a space where it's not it's like we're working through this together kind of thing.
And it takes time, and as you mentioned, we cannot rush this.
Yeah.
And sometimes if someone tries to rush you, it might not feel sincere.
Yeah. So this is an ongoing dialogue.
Understood.
Yeah.
I just want to say you also work with Dawson College as an Indigenous pedagogical consultant, and I'd like to say Nyawa. Thank you so much for being with us to open our minds, to educate us, and I hope that we'll continue to walk together slowly and to learn more about the truth and to build that relationship that's durable and continues through the lifespan. Nyawa.
Nyawa for having me.